So, let's talk about Maya Reeves. She's a human cadet who basically walked into the galaxy's deadliest trial and just broke it. Not by being the strongest warrior, but by being the most human. And that's a story you're gonna wanna hear.
All right, so picture this, right? Hours before a trial so brutal, they literally call it the Death Garden. What's everyone doing? The elite cadets, they are all deep in meditation, praying, probably making peace with their gods. But then you have Maya Reeves, the first human ever to try this thing. And what's she doing? She's just casually eating an entire roasted chicken, all by herself. I mean, that one image, it tells you absolutely everything you need to know.
And her reasoning for it? Well, this quote just gets right to the heart of it all. While her commanders are completely baffled, she just lays out this simple, undeniable truth. Look, fear, she can handle that. But hunger, that just makes her cranky. See, she's not looking at this trial as some kind of spiritual test. No, for her, it's a marathon. And marathons need fuel. This isn't her being defiant. This is just profound, down-to-earth death worlder pragmatism.
So, okay. With a full stomach and a completely different mindset from everyone else, Maya Reeves steps into the ultimate test of a warrior's breaking point. So let's take a closer look at what she's actually up against here. Yeah, the Death Garden is not just an obstacle course, not even close. You gotta understand, it's a meticulously designed nightmare. It has 7 stages, and every single one is built to find your limit, whether that's environmental, physical, or mental, and then just shove you way, way past it. Its whole purpose isn't just to test you, it's to break you.
And this is the number that hangs over everyone's head, 12%. And let's be super clear, that's not a graduation rate, that's a survival rate. Think about that for a second. Out of every 100 elite, top-of-their-class recruits who walk in, 88 of them don't walk out alive. So yeah, it's less of a test and more of a cull.
And just to make things even more intense, Maya is a complete unknown. I mean, they look at her, this soft-skinned, fragile-looking being from some backwater planet, and they just write her off. Nobody, and I mean nobody, believes she can survive. Why? Because no human has ever been foolish enough to even try. The stakes? They literally couldn't be higher. So, the trial begins, and of course, everyone is just waiting for Maya to be the first casualty. It's a foregone conclusion, right? Except, she immediately starts playing a completely different game, one that rewrites all the unwritten rules of survival. And right from the start, her human senses and instincts give her this incredible edge. Like in the furnace stage, she doesn't run around searching. She just listens. She hears the super subtle sound of cooling systems and finds the hidden thermal suits. And what does she do next? She shares them. Then, in the abyss, she's personally helping others cross the dangerous parts. And get this, in the combat maze, she not only figures out these supposedly random drone patterns, but she uses a jammer she smuggled in to save the very same competitors who would have left her for dead. It's just wild. And the result of all this radical cooperation, it's undeniable. You have stages that historically have a casualty rate of like 50%. And in Maya's run, her group suffers 0 losses. Let me say that again, 0. This has never ever happened before. You can just imagine the observers in the control room completely stunned. She isn't just surviving, she's lifting everyone else up with her. Okay, this all builds to this truly bizarre and absolutely critical moment in Stage 4, the drowning room. Panic is setting in big time. This caustic liquid is rising fast. So what does Maya do? Fight? Scream? No. She starts to sing. Just a calm, rhythmic melody that completely cuts through the chaos, gets everyone's breathing in sync, and lets them focus. It's an act that is so unexpected, so deeply human, that it transforms a panicked mob into a functional team. So at this point, her actions have built this kind of unspoken alliance, right? But in the next stage, that informal cooperation, it's about to become a declared, out-in-the-open revolutionary strategy. And this is the exact question that just erupts in the observation deck. I mean, you've got Maya convincing all 11 other recruits to just abandon the whole every warrior for themselves mentality and tackle the stage as a single unit. The commanders start debating. Is this a violation of the spirit of the trial? Is she cheating? Or is this something else entirely? But the crucial point here is her logic. It is just so simple, so elegant, you can't argue with it. She basically says, look,
The trial is pitting us against pack hunters. So what's the solution? We become a better pack. She saw the inherent flaw in the whole system. It was forcing individuals to fight an enemy that literally thrives on cooperation. It's brilliant.
And her plan? It's nothing short of brilliant. It's basically a masterclass in tactical altruism. She looks at her team, identifies everyone's strengths, who's the fastest, who's the strongest, and gives them roles. The key points are amazing. Disable the beasts, don't kill them. And the #1 rule, never let anyone get isolated. It's a strategy built on efficiency, sure, but also on empathy and that core principle of mutual support. Okay, so they've conquered all the physical challenges as a team. But now the recruits have to face the final, most terrifying stage, alone. This is the breaking point. This is where the fight moves from the jungle and into the inside of their own minds. See, the AI monitoring this test has access to every single recruit's deepest, darkest fears. So for Maya, it creates her personal, perfect hell. A simulation of her home destroyed, her family dead, and her own voice telling her it's all her fault. It is the ultimate psychological weapon. And her defense? Just 2 simple words. And this is just a perfect illustration of her core resilience. I mean, while this AI is throwing the worst images imaginable at her, she just refuses to engage with the lie. She acknowledges the possibility of loss, that's real, but she completely rejects the manufactured guilt. So she calmly sits down right in the middle of the simulated ruins of her life and just gets to work on the puzzle, proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that her mind is a place she controls. And with that, all 7 stages are complete. The results are in. And let me tell you, they don't just set a new record. They force the entire Galactic Coalition Defense Academy to completely rethink its most basic definition of strength. Just look at these numbers. They're staggering. A trial that was specifically designed to kill nearly 90% of its participants has been completed with a 100% survival rate. This isn't just an anomaly, folks. It's a complete and total invalidation of the old way of thinking. They are the first and the only group in the history of the Academy to ever achieve this. And of course, when they ask her how she did it, Maya gives the answer that was just obvious to her all along. That thing that the Academy saw as humanity's greatest weakness, our social dependency, our need for each other, is actually our greatest strength. She never saw the other recruits as competition. She saw them as a resource. She saw them as her pack. And where did this radical idea come from? This simple piece of wisdom, something her grandmother told her on her farm way back on Earth, it turns out to be a tactical doctrine more powerful than anything taught at the Academy. It's the philosophy that guided every single decision she made, from sharing a thermal suit in Stage 1 to building a predator hunting team in Stage 5. And the Academy, they don't just acknowledge her success, they fully embrace it. They create an entirely new experimental unit, built from the ground up on her principles of tactical cooperation. And of course, they put her in charge. The Pack Hunters are born, a team forged not in the cold spirit of competition, but in the fire of mutual survival. So, the story of Maya Reeves really leaves us with this one big question, doesn't it? In a universe that prizes individual strength, that worships the solitary hero, her success suggests a radical alternative. What if true power isn't measured by how high you can climb alone, but by how many people you can bring along with you?